How did I guarantee that 1,600 people in my target audience viewed my last YouTube video in the first 22 hours of it being released? Nothing's more depressing than when you put several hours into creating a great YouTube video and you check the views and there's only 2, 3, or 4. And you can see a couple of my past videos with that exact result. All that time, energy, and effort, very little impact. So how do you make sure that thousands of the right audience see the video each time you upload it to YouTube? Google Ads has incredible capabilities when it comes to circulating your YouTube videos for as little as 1 cent per view. So if you had a budget of just $10 and you're able to get 1 cent views, you can get 1,000 views on that budget. And to give you some context, this is the video that I showed you that's had 1,612 views in the last 22 hours. We've been getting our views for 2 cents on that video. So very powerful if you're trying to grow an audience or if you're a business and you want to get a particular product or service in front of the right eyeballs. Which brings me to the next point. You can actually target people that are going through specific life events or they're actively researching and planning a particular product, service, or solution online. So we can see that there's the in-market audience here, what they're actively researching or planning. If you click on that, you can see a whole variety of different categories that you can target to build the right audience. So depending on what your target audience is on YouTube or with that specific video, you can target people that have just created businesses, that are renovating their homes, have recently been married, moving, retiring, purchasing a home. And then you've got these categories where if you offer a particular type of service, for example, I own and operate 2 marketing agencies, we can target people that are actively researching and looking for advertising and marketing services. So I'm going to walk you through and show you exactly how to set this up and to get thousands of views if you desire, circulating your YouTube videos in the first 24 to 48 hours of uploading them to your channel, instead of getting disappointed from 1, 2, or 3 organic views after all that hard work. First things first, you'll need to set up a Google Ads account. So just Google Google Ads, click on the link that comes up, go through the steps. Often they'll give you some credit when you start a new account, so you might be able to get some views on Google to start off with. Once your account's set up, what you'll need to do is create a campaign. So you'll see here I'm in my ads manager. If I click on all campaigns, then you want to make sure you go down to the 4th option, which is campaigns, and then hit the big blue plus sign to create your campaign and click new campaign. For this step, I recommend creating a campaign without a goals guidance for this circulation strategy. So click on that. To circulate a YouTube video, we want to select the video option. And again, we want to go with custom video campaign and click continue. The first thing you want to do is name your campaign. So give it a reference that you'll recognize. So it might be the video that you're looking to circulate. You have 2 options here. You can set a daily budget or a campaign total. So if you don't want to make the mistake of starting something and forgetting to turn it off, a campaign total could be a good strategy. So let's say you want to spend $20 on circulation. You can put in $20 and then set your start date and have an end date. So depending on how quickly you want to get these views in on your video, determines when you're going to set that end date. So this example, we've gone two days apart. Then you want to put in your location. So the broader and bigger you go, you might be able to attract cheaper views, but if you want to go narrow and get a very specific audience or location viewing your videos, you might have to pay a bit more. So factor this in to your circulation strategy. I'll stick with Australia, being here in Australia in this example. Again, languages, if you're going across multiple countries or continents, you might want to put in the language that your video is in for that purpose. Next thing you want to do is come down and name the ad group. So I'll just name it the same as the campaign in this example. So we'll call it example. So here's where I was showing you the targeting capabilities. So if you want to go into genders, household income, and all those moving parts, you can go into demographics, because you might be promoting and you want a certain level of affluence or a certain age or whatever it is to see the video. So you can put all those details in here. What I showed you before was in audience segments, which is in markets. So if we go to browse here, you've got this browse option and you can see different options. So this is where you can look for people that are actively planning and researching. So if we click on that, you can go and look at the life events. If you're looking for someone at a specific stage or a particular thing going on in their life, such as moving house, marriage, etc., which I've already explained. Or if you've got a business channel or you have a particular end client in mind or a particular audience, you can come into in-market segments, which are what they are actively researching or planning, and go and look at these different categories. So if you see a category and a down arrow, you can click on it and go into specific subsections in that category. So you can see how powerful this is going to be for getting the right eyeballs on your video when you circulate it. So again, I'll use the example, own and operating 2 marketing agencies, what we would typically go to, and that's advertising and marketing services if our video is related to that. And then you see over here on the left, we start to get our impressions. So we have 66 million. So then I scroll down here. I'm going to ignore all this in this targeting example to keep it nice and simple. This is where you put in your maximum cost per view. So as I said, you can get views for as little as 1 cent. So you can put that in. But chances are, if you bid that and there's other people competing, you're not going to get 1 cent view. So this is where you need to be a little bit strategic. You can always bid more and adjust it down as well. So if I put in 3 cents as my cost per view, what I can then do is then go grab my YouTube video from the YouTube channel, click copy, go to my video campaign, paste it in. And what you'll notice is when you choose skippable in-stream ad, which is what I use for this process, you'll see we get our estimations over here on the right. So we put in a bid of 3 cents. If you adjust this, you'll see the numbers adjust and it will tell you what to expect. So it's suggesting we'll be able to spend most of the budget over the next couple of days and achieve this many views and impressions on a 2 cent bid. If you adjust it to 1 cent, it might tell you your bid's too low. So if your bid's too low, you'll want to knock that up a level. So on a 2 cent bid, we're probably going to achieve our result of getting 1,000 plus eyeballs over the duration of circulating this video. So then you want to put in your URL. So I usually send people back to the channel to subscribe, but you might have a business agenda. So you want to send them to a landing page or a specific website to get more information, or it could be another YouTube video that you want them to go to next. You then copy that URL, put it in display URL. Finally, finish off by naming your ad down here, click create campaign, and then it'll go into review. And as long as it hasn't violated any of the policies, which can happen from time to time, it'll get approved in the next 24 hours or so. Usually, in my case, it only takes a few hours and it will start circulating straight away. And then, of course, you can go and monitor the performance and hopefully get those thousands of views for all the work you've done putting together this great video for a few cents at a time, and get targeted audience viewing your content at a high frequency on YouTube. If this video has been helpful, smash the like button to help us boost up the rankings. Also, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you get all our tutorials as they come out on demand. If you have a question, put it in the comments below and I'll respond to it personally. Thanks for watching.